All right, this is 8512 Ford for Susie Hersey. We're just wrapping up. The new tenant's going to move in today. This is one that we sold to Susie Hersey that on a lease option for her client. This house, as you'll see in some previous videos, was in terrible disrepair. Was a one-owner house and needed a lot of work. We rehabbed it for her. We found her a lease option tenant. I believe it's $1,100 a month is the payment. They're going to lease option it for $115,000, and Susie's in this house about $85,000. So she's going to make a great return, a great cash flow. It's a great house in a great neighborhood. So we're going to walk through and look at some of the final items, and that is it. So all of our exterior paint was done, roof, gutters, new storm door. Our garage doors here are a little off size, so they're coming. We have to custom order those. So here. This garage was a wreck when we got in here.
Hey, what you know, boss?
This is one of the aces doing the work. John Ray's the contractor on this one that does some really quality work for us in our power team, and is doing a nice job. So one thing I want to talk about, this wall right here is an addition that we did. When you walked out of the kitchen, you walked right into the garage, and then you had to come from the garage into the basement. So we boxed this room in so you're an inside entrance to the house. So this takes us up to the kitchen. This house, the roof was so bad, all the ceilings were down, had buckets of water in here, and was just a mess. What's up, brother? The tenant wanted the white cabinets. She picked out all of her own colors. She got to pick out her light fixtures. There we go. Got our 6-panel doors. But this gave us a real nice finished area going down to the finished basement that will go without having to go into the garage. This is the Sherwin-Williams Latte interior color that we do. This house had all brand new thermal windows put in, insulation. You ought to be able to reference back to previous pictures and video where this ceiling was in, the floor was buckled. Got our nice new carpet in that the client got to pick out. It's our dining room, that floor, that ceiling was in. Etc. But just the house just really turning out nice. Right now you're adjusting doors because of the carpet installation and the door stops, putting in the door stops. Awesome. So, yeah. We did a complete gut on the bathroom, tiled the floors, put our little laundry area in, did our tile surround on the bath, vanity, sink. She picked out a linen color for the bedrooms. I don't know how it'll show up here, but she wanted her bedrooms a different color. We're upgrading fans, ceiling doors. So the tenant was involved from the get-go on this project, which was kind of neat for the tenant. She knew she wanted to lease option something, and she saw this in its as-is condition, and what appealed to her is that she got to pick out cabinets, she got to pick out color, she had input on all the repairs and everything that was done. So for her it was like building a house. I mean, being involved in the whole process really kept that excitement level up for the new tenant. Got another bathroom here in the full bath in the master that was completely redone. Your new ceramic tile, windows, etc. Light fixtures. So today's kind of the button-up day. Getting out what's put in and everything hung.
We were going to put one on here on this hinge.
Yeah.
But I really don't think it really needs it.
Okay.
Because if someone came up and they leaned on that door, it'd pop a hole right through that damn
Okay.
thing.
No, that makes sense. So.
But the way it opens, it doesn't hit anything but that jamb.
Okay.
I don't think it really needs one.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, brother. The big selling point on this house was the finished basement. Hey, do we got power to the basement?
No.
He's working on a circuit down there.
Oh, okay.
You need, let me turn it back on for you, because I'm
Okay.
getting ready to tie everything in.
Yeah, I just need it for a couple of minutes for my video here.
Yeah.
We're working on a circuit, so yeah. It's hey, and there was light. So this basement was a wreck when we got it. It had a sump pump and was kind of a funky finish, and had a shower and a vanity and no stool. So what we actually did, back in here is the access area where the sump pump was, but we had to cut into the floors for drains. We did an interior sump system, new sump pump to keep the basement dry, and we're able to put a stand-up beautiful shower in, toilet, vanity, tile floor, which gives her a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath house, and then all this finished basement area for, you know, living space, etc. So again, I want you to reference back to the previous videos on this, the before, and just look at the transformation. So this is a project that had a few little overruns on. We probably would have had a couple of $1,000s in overruns because the extent of the rehab was such that, you know, as you kept getting into more items, something else would pop up. You know, a water issue would pop up, a wiring issue would pop up, a drain issue would pop up. So anytime that you're buying to flip or get into major renovations on rehabs, you need to expect, you know, you need to factor in probably 10% on overruns for just that oh my goodness factor. But, you know, instead of shortcutting and just making do, now you've got a property that's going to appraise fantastically because it's just right. The tenant is ecstatic. So anyway, this is kind of our normal deal. This is what we do for our investors. We work our tails off and put them in an equity position and get them good tenants. So this tenant's already in a credit repair program and is just about to graduate out of it, so he's going to be ready to go. So that is it. Dan Reedy, Missouri Real Estate Exchange, www.morekc.com.